Morning everybody, it's Sunday the 28th of July and we're off to the EV show at the British Motor Museum at Gaydon in Warwickshire. It's about 150 miles away, so it'll take us a couple of hours, and we just plan to recharge and then go on to the exhibition, looking to meet some old friends, make some new ones. The unfortunate thing is that we seem to have lost the heat wave and we've gained an awful lot of rain, so let's hope it isn't too much of a washout. Anyway, join me in the car and we'll see how we get on. Warwick Services have 8 superchargers on the southbound and the northbound carriageway, so it's one of the most convenient ones that there are. We had a few friends over last night and we had quite a few nibbles left over, which are in the blue call bag in the front of the car, so I suspect the Mary's already tucking into them right now. Now we're just coming in to park up at the British Motor Museum, and as you can see there's chargers on either side, and for a couple of rows back we didn't need to charge up as we've been to the supercharger at Warwick, but it's encouraging to see this amount of chargers at the Motor Museum. Well done everybody. Well, the first stand you have on entering the show is Jonathan Porterfield's Eco Cars, and you can see Kate there explaining the benefits of a Renault Twizy to a fellow enthusiast, and we've all watched James's exploits with this particular car as well. Here we have the Jaguar I-Pace, and this just shows you how small the front trunk is when compared to that of a Tesla, barely enough for a couple of charging cables. However, the car is well put together, it's a cracking design and should do very, very well. As you pan out you can see there are a few other exhibitors under canvas, but there's hundreds of electric cars and thousands of enthusiasts to talk to. Now we have the MG from China. This car is creating quite a stir because at £24,000 with a 40 kilowatt hour battery it seems to be extremely good value for money. It's going to give Nissan a run for their money, and I think should do very well indeed. This shows you the amount of cars at the exhibition. On the left we appear to have a huge amount of Hyundai Ioniqs and 3 Tesla Model S's in titanium silver, but we had BMW i3s, Nissan Leafs and everything else like that. And it was great fun speaking to the owners and to prospective owners as well. Most enjoyable. Now it's quite shameless what Tesla owners and enthusiasts will do for a free bit of publicity on YouTube. I can't think who these people are. At the back of the exhibition there was this cordoned off area where Jaguar were inviting people to come and test the I-Pace around this slalom course, the idea being that the quickest driver won a prize. Now Mary and I were quite keen to have a go at this, but unfortunately both of us had forgotten our driving licence, so we weren't able to compete. Mary especially was a bit annoyed about that. However, it wasn't entirely wasted because I spent some time talking to Matt Cook, Jaguar's lead tour host, discussing the relative advantages of the I-Pace and the Tesla Model S. Now it was getting to be about 3:30 and we could see the storm clouds gathering there, so we decided to wrap it up and make our way home. Now, as the name suggests, this museum is dedicated to British manufactured cars over the years, from the previous century up to this one, and there's a lot of other cars which you won't have seen on the road, little concept things which never made it to full production, as well as old ones from the 50s and the 30s, etc. It's extremely interesting. There's a nice cafe upstairs as well and a nice seating area, so you can, well, spend quite a few hours here if you like, and it's only £10 to get in. Just have a look at this cutaway of an MGB GT engine and the complexity of it, all the pistons and crankshaft and all the valve gear and all the associated time gear and stuff. Now we come on to the flywheel and the gearbox and all the bearings associated. It makes electric cars look ever so simple, doesn't it? Finally on our way back home in the pouring rain, 150 miles, but we're happy. And if you have been, thank you very much for watching.